Welcome to More Than Sunday. This is Podmas. Podcast meets Christmas. We have a special series of episodes for you. This is the 4 weeks of Podmas. It's going to be a yearly tradition as we wrap up this year's season. This is season 1. We're wrapping up season 1. We are going to have 4 weeks of Podmas. They're a little bit shorter episodes, but come on in. Sit down. Wear a Christmas sweater. Warm your hands by the fire.
Oh, yeah, hey, look at this. You see this?
We're going to have some cocoa. We're going to have, some chats. Maybe some Christmas cookie eating.
Let's do it.
We'll see.
Podmas. I'm so excited. I feel like we've invented something right now.
I'm
Podmas.
excited.
It's a whole new experience in podcast. So all those other podcasts you're going to watch are going to be boring, but this is going to be Podmas the next 4 weeks. So we're coming strong, fast, quick.
Yep.
And I love Christmas. You know that. So
I love Christmas.
I am over the top. So I'm not going to apologize. I was going to start with an apology of how festive we're going to be, but no, we're not. And I'm going to start with this. You ready?
Yep.
Josh? This is a Christmas gift.
What?
In the spirit of Christmas.
What?
Is for you, Josh. You've done so good. I have gotten you a gift.
Thank you. I'm wearing the Santa hat.
I know. See, and I am bringing the gifts.
What is this?
What is it?
Hey, it's a cold brew.
Who likes cold brew?
I do.
He likes cold brew.
Everyone should.
Yeah, I know.
But I do.
I don't, but
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. This is great. I love it. I love Christmas. We're going to be talking about Christmas topics over the next 4 weeks. So as we get into this, if you do have any Christmas topics that you want us to discuss, this episode is starting in the first week of December. You can send those topics or questions to morethansunday@northshorechristian.org, and we can check those out and work those into our episodes here and our discussion. I have an exercise for us, a game, if you will, a holiday game.
Hopefully it's me singing.
Well, it could be.
That could be bad.
This is called Holiday Finish the Lyrics.
Holiday Finish the Lyrics, which you're going to experience if this is the game. I never remember. My wife, I drive her nuts because any song I love, I remember maybe one, maybe 2 words of the whole song, and I just sing that over and over and over throughout the house. And poor Sandy. So, Josh, I'm going to anticipate a loss by Scott, but I'm ready.
The best part of this setup, this scenario, is that I'm not really participating. I'm just asking you the questions.
This is called a setup, but it's Christmas. I'm good. I'm good. Let's
Holiday Finish the Lyrics, okay?
Okay, and I'm going to make it up if I don't know.
So the idea is I'm going to read a part of a lyric, and you have to put in the missing word, okay?
If I know it or not, just whatever I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start you with an easy one, okay? Here we go. We'll get it started here.
I'm excited.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
Jingle all the way. Jingle bell.
I'll sing it for you.
Okay, jingle. Oh, see, look, I probably messed up.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
Rock.
There you go. That's the one we're looking for. Okay.
That's not the traditional. What's the traditional one? Is that the traditional one?
Well, there's another song with jingle bells in it. But this is the...
Listen, so I just showed my hand. I wasn't lying to you.
Okay, here we go. And maybe what we'll have to do is if you have a really funny one, I'll just actually sing it with your words in it.
Oh, do that. Yeah,
we'll see. Okay.
For church.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a...
Oh, mean one, I think. Does it say mean one again?
It does not.
Oh, man.
The answer we were looking for is heel. You really are a heel.
Oh, that's tragic.
It is.
Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Grinch.
I got that.
Yeah, you got that one.
And that's what I would sing around our house. Mr. Grinch for hours.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open.
Sleigh.
Nailed it.
Over the...
We really need to add like stinger sounds in this episode for things like this.
If I nail it, yeah.
A little bit of like ding, 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 ding.
This is revealing a weakness.
No.
I like it though. I'm good.
Yeah, you're doing great. This one's tough.
Okay, I got it. I'm good.
Snowflakes in the air.
Hold on, I don't even know what it is. Okay.
Blank everywhere.
It's got to be snow everywhere. I have no idea.
The answer we were looking for is carols, but I do love that answer.
I had to go, what song is that?
Snowflakes in the air. Snow is.
I've never hit that. No, that's for sure.
It's just a song about a winter storm.
Is it a famous one?
It is.
Oh,
okay. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
I like this one.
Walking home from our house Christmas
Eve.
Nailed it.
I love that one. See, that's a.
Okay. I don't even know this one. Christmas Eve. I just can't.
I got a joke that hit my mind. I just can't sleep.
It is.
Is it really? Oh,
It is.
I have no idea what the song is.
I don't either. I don't. Christmas Eve, I just can't sleep. Let's say it's that.
I was gonna say. Okay, I'm not sure. Can I say? I was gonna say. No, I want to say what I was
All
gonna
right,
say. I'm
Pastor.
done. Yeah, love you guys. Okay.
Dr. Harris, Pastor Reverend Harris.
Oh no.
O come, all ye faithful, joyful and
Triumphant.
well done.
Yay.
Well done. Pastor points.
Yeah, I know.
Pastor points. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it.
Twice.
See,
Gonna find out who's been.
naughty or nice.
nice.
See,
Oh.
you're great at this game.
I gotta remember that one.
Frosty the Snowman
Oh, I like this.
was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a
Button nose.
nailed it.
I'm starting to learn something about myself right now. That may not be so good.
Here we go.
I'm gonna own it though. Yes.
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is.
Glistening.
Dude, you're really
Oh.
selling yourself short on your Christmas
Well,
song abilities.
Maybe you're closer to key because I kind of felt a little. I was about to bust out in song right there.
You're transplanting
I
right
know.
into the Christmas
I feel
song.
the Christmas spirit coming over me right now.
Okay, one more. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your.
Nose.
See, that's.
man.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Why do I know these
and
ones?
I'm not even mad about it.
Was that on Frosty the Snowman too?
No, that's a different song.
Okay.
But
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to calculate. Why do I know these ones? Okay, go ahead.
it's the repetition.
Yeah, but the traditional, I guess, a bit more sophisticated ones. I'm a little not there, so I gotta up my maturity in listening to Christmas music. I think.
Well, I mean, you nailed the only one that was Christian at all. So
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah,
My
pastor
fellow
points.
followers of Jesus.
So we're talking about Christmas time, and there's so many things that come with that.
Yes.
The first thing that came to mind this morning as I was processing even just this episode is kind of the idea of the contrast between hope and hopelessness. And the reality is, as we come into the Christmas season, there are a lot of people who are excited and joyful, and there's a lot of people who feel weighed down and hopeless. And wonder if we could discuss that a little bit, speak to that a little bit. I guess a first question is, what are some different ways that you have seen hopelessness around the holiday season?
Yeah, interesting.
Is that I feel like that potentially could help identify with some of our listeners of like, oh
Yeah,
man, that is what
yeah.
I'm feeling.
Yeah, just a couple different directions in my mind, trying to decide which one. I'll just keep it in storyline. Is this, as I've shared before, I grew up poor.
Yeah.
And so I remember when I was in elementary school, without fail, when we would return to school, they would ask you to write a little paragraph. You just learning to write about your Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Mine weren't what every other kid's was.
Sure.
We couldn't afford presents most of the time.
Yeah.
My parents would generally, I'd get things, but not, one or two, and they're super, super cheap. But then I'd always get a promise of, hey, when our taxes come in.
Sure.
Because if you filled your taxes out soon, you get them by the end of January. So most of my Christmases when I was really young were, I'd want something, a present, and I wouldn't get it, and then I'd get a promise that would never come. And then I'd be expected to go and write a paper about my Christmas. And I remember as a kid, I'd lie. Right? So in that vein of thought, there was a real hopelessness of that. And so there's that piece of it, I think, we have to understand. And just last week, so it's such real time, I've been overwhelmed with people coming to me and feeling a sense of desperation because right now the cost of living is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Right? And the most I've seen in a long, long time, people are hopeless in that vein. Then there's another side that we are at the, I was going to say at the end, but maybe you're in the middle. I don't know, but it's been a long run of tension in our country, in our region, even the world. And so there's this sense of hopelessness that, our organized world is falling apart, in danger might be a better word, but I've seen a hopelessness in that what we used to find some security in the geopolitical world isn't there. So that is bringing a certain hopelessness to people in general. So I guess I'll stop there. But so there's two areas I've really seen it in the last few weeks, pretty prominent.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people predicting kind of impending civil war. Yes. Which is, just for the record, not very Christmassy.
It is. I know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and so that there, and I think in the contrast of what Christmas,
right,
what it means to us, what it has meant, whether we're talking about the tradition of Christmas or we're talking about as followers of Jesus, but the contrast feels very stark right now.
Sure. Yeah. I love what you're saying. One of the things that came to my mind as I was thinking about it was the second one you kind of said around the tension as a parent or a grandparent to maintain this like magical experience for your kids that, I mean, there's a lot to that, right? There's what their peers are talking about, just like you, but also like we all carry some kind of Christmas memories that we want to impart as well, and those types of things. And then all of a sudden you bring in cost of living and you bring in unemployment and you bring in these other things, and it creates this stress around like making the holidays something to remember. Yeah, which is it can make it feel hectic and frustrating and not like peaceful and enjoyable. So in some of those different things, I guess for me, I think of two sides of the conversation, and they're the same. They're just from two perspectives of some of the. So what is the hope answer to some of that hopelessness? And we were talking before the episode a little bit. We know what, as followers of Jesus, we know what Jesus being born represents. It's heaven coming to earth. Right. It is, as you said, a new way into hope. It's a new way into a new way of living. How does that conversation and those truths meet the other side of the perspective of the, like, it's 4 weeks until Christmas and I'm stressed?
Yes.
What do we do with that?
Yeah. I think it's and Sandy, I had to do it with when our girls were young, but you really have to sit down before Christmas season. Maybe this is the very appropriate time and say, what is Christmas going to be about? Now, it doesn't have to be, cool. It's only going to be about this, because like you mentioned, there's traditions and all sorts of other things that come in to it, and travel and all these other things. But what's the main thing?
Yeah.
Right? Because I think it's that main thing that you, your family, especially your kids, are going to lock onto.
Mm-hmm.
And so if that main thing is going to be something that is conditional, right? Like
Yeah.
presents, type of meal, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
those things, then that's the only way you're going to meet that is through that. If it is spiritual and it's an inner peace and it's a promise bigger than anything that this world could provide, then that's going to bring in a hope. And remember this, Christianity actually, its word for hope is different than the word for hope. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because our hope isn't just a simple longing for better. That's it. But it's a certainty of what that longing and what will fulfill that. And that's Jesus.
Yeah.
And so our hope is we understand it's here, not seen, and we will see it and be with it, meaning the relationship with Jesus and the presence of it. So if that is your priority, and you say, okay, if we get nothing right this whole Christmas season, we want to get that right of bringing our family, in a sense, to the manger.
Yeah.
Right? Then that is something you can lock on, grab, regardless of the changing seasons around us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Something for me, I mean, I feel like you're a season ahead of me, right? Just in life and in parenting. And so, I've got 11 and 10 and 6-year-old at home. So in some ways, I'm very much in the middle of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And, for me growing up in the church, my whole life, there's so many different traditions and perspectives and exercises and things that you can do. One of the things that we've done is, I'm just thinking back to the last couple of years, how we've navigated some of that conversation is, and I was just talking to someone about this yesterday, is sort of being the model of how. So I'm a father, and the Father loved me enough to send Jesus to shift the whole conversation, and I get to, as a father, learn to love my kids like the Father loved me, right? And loved them, certainly. So one of the things that we've done, and by no means are we experts at this, but we've tried to cultivate family time around the idea of, like, hey, like, why would a dad and a mom give you a present? Why would you do that? And talk about why the Father gave us a gift, and kind of break down some of those other spiritual realities like you were talking about. I mean, if you think about Emmanuel, like, it's tough for a 6-year-old to process God with us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not tough for my 6-year-old to process that I just want to sit with her on the couch because I love her, and God feels the same way.
Well, and I would just say this is, the faith of a child, right? That is God with us.
Right.
Now,
right.
the whole idea of the incarnation,
right,
and all this,
but sometimes
God.
It feels hopeless even to figure out, how do you explain the true meaning of Christmas without it being like a sermon and then the kids don't care and then it's back to the presents.
Yeah.
Like, how do you live that out?
Yes. Yeah. No, I think, and I love, and I think knowing your kids, right? Knowing their age, right? It's like all of us, there's certain things that they're not going to be able to wrap their minds around.
Yeah.
So it's not withholding that. It's whenever they're ready to understanding. But the idea, and I love what you just said, of daddy being with us, right? They get that huge.
Yeah.
They understand what it means to have a nightmare at night, right?
Yeah.
And to call mommy and daddy and to have them come and cuddle them. Well, that's what Emmanuel is.
Right.
Right? He comes, into the darkness, right, to bring light. And so I tell you what, there's very few ages that don't grasp that to some level,
that's
and
cool.
so, I think that you are theologically spot on in when you describe that, and as they age, because the story continues to get better and better as you understand more and more,
Yeah, that's
but
so true.
it is beautiful in its basic sense that Emmanuel, God is with us. Here he comes. He's not just standing somewhere thinking, oh, it's going to get better, just wait. No, he comes into the waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And really applies too for there's so many quote hopeless situations that come to mind, but I think of as we get older, there are seasons where you lose loved ones, and there's that hole on Christmas and on holidays of those people not being with you. But the reality of Emmanuel is that we aren't ever truly alone.
Yes.
Even if practically it seems that way or feels that way or looks that way. Granted, living that out is difficult. So maybe that's even a way to, like, we talk about as followers of Jesus that we believe in doing life together. We're not meant to do life alone.
Right.
So maybe that's a piece of what it means to be a brother and a sister in Christ during Christmas, is living out the hands and feet of some of that Emmanuel and looking for those who don't have people to be with, and creating space for people to be welcomed in.
No, it's huge, I think. Well, I mean, that's gospel, right?
Sure, yeah.
That's what he did for us, with us, called us to. So when we live that out, we're living gospel. And in that, I think we bring we said earlier, the main thing is all of a sudden our kids and our families are understanding, here's our why to these things.
Yeah.
Really, the foundational truth is Christmas reminds us that we have hope.
That's good.
And we're going to find that now everything will be defined from that perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love what we said. The simple thing, hey, grandma and grandpa are coming. We're going to their house, whatever. Hey, we're inviting some friends over. Hey, we're inviting strangers over.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah.
Because that's what Jesus did. He's a meeting place for all people.
Yeah.
And that's a reminder that he loves all people, including us.
Yeah.
So there's just a way to tie it into hope. So at the end of the season, if you would, you don't miss that core thing for your family. And here's what I do believe. Kids will remember how they feel at Christmas, not what they get.
Yeah, for sure.
And I tell you, all of us parents, if I want to, slap my own hand, because we all want a better life for our kids.
Yeah.
And so we try to create through buying, giving, experiences for them.
Yep.
Forgetting the very thing is how they feel will be what they carry with them for a lifetime. They'll forget the new thing we bought, the new whatever, I mean, just a question I dread. In fact, I thought you were going to ask it. What's the best Christmas present you ever gotten? I barely remember any of them. Because, in a sense, even for all of us, 56 years old, for all those Christmases, struggling to grab what is the one. Not because the list is too long, as I don't remember.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And I can't tell you how often in February I'd go into my kids' room and guess what I see? Christmas present, not out of the package, just thrown in the pile.
Yep.
Right? And so anyway, so the thing about that, man, hope is the main thing. It's the why of Jesus. And if we could capture that and be our top priority, not the elimination of all the other things you'd mentioned and could be, but if that's the main thing, I believe we've got a great opportunity to show our kids that hope, capital H, Jesus changes everything.
Yeah, it's great. I think regardless of our age, regardless of your age listening, there's an invitation at Christmas to hope.
Yeah.
And sometimes that invitation is needed most when it feels like that's impossible.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and I won't get into it deeply. Watch the November 30th sermon, 8:30 a.m. But, I'll talk about it is when Jesus first arrived on earth.
Yeah.
He came into a time that was described as darkness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he brought light. He brought hope. that's always been the Christmas message. Hope in the person of Jesus.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
great.
remember that.
That's great. Did you know that
Probably not.
sometimes Santa hats
I love it.
light up?
Wow. I've got some envy right now. I do have some envy.
This was our first episode of Podmas.
Yes.
Listen, we love you guys. Thanks for listening, and we are praying for those who feel hopeless coming into this season. Just know that you are not alone. You have brothers and sisters walking this out, and I would invite you to be brave to speak up and let people surround you in love. Thank you, Jesus, for being our hope in every circumstance, and we'll catch you on episode 2.
Yes. Love you. Merry Christmas.